So, I just say it into this thing? Do I have to?
They all start this way, Bob. Just say it.
This is a Stories by Your Mom production. Jasper, you know Briar is not your mother.
Just keep going.
So put on your headphones to enhance the listening experience and listen as I perform the opening musical number. Jasper, I do what?
It's okay, I'm sure it'll be great.
Is this how he goes to sleep every night? Jorge, Esteban, grab the instruments and follow me.
Are you still concussed? Don't run at him, he's shooting at you. Lucas, you gotta stop helping me.
Diego sees his opponent's weakness emerge. In the pause before his enemigo's attack, he rushes towards him.
There's his opening, Diego. Hurry! Get him!
Diego controls Ryan into a perfect robot slide underneath his enemigo. He punches him multiple times in the back, wreaking havoc on his electronic system. The enemy robot catches fire and spins out of control, falling to the ground. The lights of the robot fade as he shuts down.
You were a little bit too into that, Bob.
Es probable.
The winner is the Tangerine Toucan by Shutdown.
Diego, if you care about me at all, please use these winnings to upgrade your bot's firepower. The stress you're putting me through has made me buy 3 new pairs of pants, and you've only been in 2 fights.
Oh, because I'm feeling so sorry for you, you named me the Tangerine Toucan?
Really? I thought it fit with our theme. Birds and alliteration, remember?
Lucas, sometimes I just wanna... leave. You know what? I'm leaving. Diego and Barbara, me encanta este nombre, go to his family's garage. They're looking at different parts that Diego may purchase for his robot to be más, how you say, formidable.
Formidable? Look, Bob, Briar makes up nouns, but adjectives are a bit harder to imagine.
Now, missiles. Missiles are a great all-around weapon. They can deal damage, distract, and even shut down electronics with the right attachments. But you're thinking about something else entirely, aren't you?
Barb, I got lucky in that last fight. He was slow enough for me to get behind him, but I couldn't damage him head on. I need something that weakens armor so I can attack from the front.
You want lasers, don't you?
I just don't know which brand.
Diego, we're not made of money. Importing from the Western megalopolis is just way too expensive.
Yeah, you're right. We'll have to buy local and hope for the best. I'll put in the order. Diego placed the order for the parts from a local shop. But, as you know, the intricacies of domestic shipping can often wreak havoc on whether or not an item arrives. You know what? He ordered the parts and they arrived the next day. Please be in one piece. Please be in one piece. Please be in one piece. Yes!
Come on, Diego. We've got a lot of work to do if we're going to install these in time for the fight tomorrow.
Diego takes his new weapons into his third fight. This time, he is fighting a truly terrifying enemigo. This robot has 4 arms, but one of them is already missing. What happened? Diego's robot ripped it off.
I'm trying to sleep here, Bob. All this robot arm tearing off things, it's gonna give me nightmares. Really great work by Diego Varga in partnering his lasers with melee strikes. By firing lasers at the spots he is going to attack, his strikes are much more powerful.
He's also doing a great job defensively. Dodging 4 arms requires great anticipation and quick reflexes.
Jasper, care to guess what happens next?
Bob, I don't want to know anymore.
Diego's robot grabs his 2 arms and rips both of them off. At the same time, the crowd goes, "Hey-oh!"
Oh, an incredible move by Diego Varga. How did he just do that?
Diego weakened both shoulder joints with the lasers and caught Crimson Carnage by surprise. No one, and I mean no one, was expecting him to rip off both of those arms simultaneously.
Well, things don't seem to be looking good for Crimson Carnage's operator right now. If he has any sense at all, he'll retire from the match and save what's left of his bot.
But he did not. He is an idiot and continued fighting when he knew he could not win. Diego was forced to pummel him into submission.
Oh no, instead of withdrawing, he stayed in. Now he'll have to repair the entire upper chassis and the control cluster. That won't come cheap, Troy.
No, it won't, Pat. It's repair bills like that can make or break operators fighting in the minor leagues. Paychecks just aren't big enough to cover repair bills like that one. What an exciting fight. Be prepared to see highlights of this fight later tonight, folks. That was incredible.
Diego is back, hard at work in his garage. He is working with Barbara to give himself a bigger advantage in his fights.
To make him more formidable?
Exacto, Jasper.
Diego? Is something wrong with Ryan?
Kind of. Well, no, not like that. This controller, controllers in general. I could have won that last fight sooner, but the software and the hardware, it was all stopping me.
Whoa. Slow down. Run it by me again.
Yeah, here, let me show you. Look at my controller, and watch what happens when I push a button to attack.
Okay. I don't see a problem.
Okay, a couple of things. Attacks take about half a second to make it from the controller to the robot. And once the attacks start, this software won't let me cancel it. This makes me, and, well, everyone in robot fighting, vulnerable to tells.
Tells?
Yeah, robots move certain ways when they're about to do certain attacks. If you spot it, you can anticipate it and counter it. But with this upgrade, I can override the software if I do this.
What, you swing it?
Yep. Now I won't get caught off guard if someone tries something shady or underhanded.
So, this overrides whatever the current command is with a punch. I get it. You're still mad about losing to the Enforcer, aren't you?
No. Yeah, okay, sure. A little. This upgrade would have stopped the whole Blue Lightning thing.
Can you make it do more attacks?
Not yet. It's a complicated system. It's taken 3 days just to assemble it. I'll have to upgrade it later.
I've never seen anything like this. Are you sure it's not going to violate any rules?
Nope, I checked. It's all above board. Someone else tried to implement a system like this 30 years ago, but the technology wasn't quite there yet. I think this is a big breakthrough.
Do you really think this next fight is going to need all of this? I mean, these are a lot of upgrades. You even added missiles.
I think I'd rather be safe than sorry. We're not out of the woods yet financially, and I'd rather spend more now to make sure that I don't lose later. I can sell the upgrades after the fights anyways.
Well, let me know if you need any help with the new upgrade. Let's not have it come back to bite us if we can help it.
We hear a voice on the magic television. Diego's little brother is watching a programa in his home. Diego's fight is about to be broadcast. Uh-oh. Lucky for Diego, his mother takes no interest and does not watch. We hear that Diego is about to fight an opponent called the Dragon Knight. He is undefeated.
Pat, tonight is an exciting night.
And why is that, Troy?
One of tonight's matches is between two of the youngest and most talented operators that I've seen in a while. On the one hand, we have Michel Hernandez, the operator of the Dragon Knight, and boy, he is the complete package. His style of fighting can kill you from anywhere. And on the other hand, we have Diego Varga, who, well, he doesn't seem to know how to lose. At any rate, this fight is going to be incredible.
And speaking of Diego Varga, what a great last 3 fights he has had. All 3 have ended by shutdown. Do you see him being able to win this match, Troy?
Well, that's difficult to say. He's never fought a robot this well-rounded before, but if anyone can find that robot's weakness, it's Diego Varga.
Well, sorry, Diego. It was a good run while it lasted. I didn't think they'd make you fight the Dragon Knight in your 4th fight.
What has you so worried? Is he really that good?
Imagine someone just as talented as you, but who is about to enter the major leagues because they've won every fight they've ever had.
What's his winning streak?
17 wins, 11 by shutdown. If things start to look bad, throw in the towel and save your bot. It's not worth losing Ryan in a match like this.
Barb, do you think I stand a chance?
I've watched a few of this guy's replays, and honestly, Lucas is right about how good he is.
So you think I'm going to lose?
What? No, I never said that. Excuse me, Mr. Varga, are you ready to start the match?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Wait, why does your voice sound all normal? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, Mr. Varga, please make your final preparations. The match will begin shortly.
Oh man, this was such a mistake. These were supposed to be easy, simple wins.
Diego, you've got this. He seems invincible, but people aren't always what they seem.
Barb, thank you.
Welcome everyone to what is sure to be an incredible minor league robot fight. In the far corner, in the fabulous white armor, in possibly his last fight in the minor leagues, please welcome the undefeated Dragon Knight. In the other corner, in gray armor, we have a very promising up-and-comer. Please welcome the Purple Peacock. Wait, that can't be right. Please join with me in counting down to the start of the match.
The crowd counts down and the match begins. Both robots begin to test the other. They both attack. Diego decides to dodge out of the way, while the Dragon Knight chooses to let Diego's attack land. It does nothing.
It looks like Diego Varga has been using his winnings to upgrade his bot. He now has ranged missile attacks in addition to his lasers.
Fortunately for him, it means the Dragon Knight wasn't able to fully prepare for this fight.
That's right, when the Dragon Knight is prepared for a fight, it's nearly impossible for his opponent to win.
This is the kind of fight we were hoping for. Each one of these operators definitely has a future in the major leagues if they continue to operate at this level.
The two robots fight each other furiously until the round comes to an end. Diego and Barb jump into the ring to make repairs to the robot.
Barb, do you see any weaknesses on this guy? He's just as fast as me, so my lasers can't weaken anything long enough for my punches to do any damage.
Diego, your bot has more on it than lasers and fists. You're hanging with him right now. So mix it up. Try something new.
It's an impressive showing by Diego Varga in the first round, but I'm gonna be honest, Pat. If he doesn't change something right now, he's about to get beat. And if that happens, Troy, can his young career survive the repair bill?
We hear the sound signal the start of the next round.
Does Diego win?
No. But neither does the Dragon Knight. Diego uses his lasers and explosives to knock a hole in the Dragon Knight's armor. But it's not enough to win.
There it is, Pat. That's what we were hoping to see. Diego used his lasers and missiles to chink his opponent's armor. He's not beaten just yet. But will it be enough for him to win? He took far too much damage in this round, Troy. If I were him, I'd be looking to end the fight this round or withdraw. Hey, Diego?
Lucas, over here, now! Don't bother him. He is in a mental place right now.
The good kind of mental place, or the store manager asked me not to come back mental place?
Remember when he was fighting the Enforcer? He had the same look on his face right before he won.
The third round begins. Both the robots circle each other again. Diego uses the same trick as before, but this time, he uses it to weaken the armor on the Dragon Knight's head.
So that's his plan? Hit him harder?
Lucas, just shut up and watch.
The Dragon Knight rushes forward to attack Diego's robot with a powerful physical attack. Diego raises his arms to block. The Dragon Knight knows Diego cannot move, so he powers up his attack to the maximum strength. The Dragon Knight's operator grins as he knows victory is seconds away.
Oh no!
Then, suddenly, Diego does something unexpected. He holds his controller in his hands and swings it to the left. As he does so, his robot releases the block and suddenly attacks with a quick punch to the Dragon Knight's head. The Dragon Knight attack is interrupted and cannot finish. Diego swings his controller to the right and again to the left. And with the last swing, Ryan's fist completely destroys the Dragon Knight's head.
What in the world was that?
I'm as lost as you are, Pat. Did you see Diego swing his controller?
Yes, I did. It looked like when he swung his controller, his robot changed attacks mid-swing. I've never seen anything like that before.
Did Diego just use... I haven't seen anything like that for 30 years, even before my time as an operator. If he did what I think he did, his career suddenly became a lot more interesting.
Diego returns to his family's house. It is very late. There is someone waiting for him when he opens the door.
Hello, Diego.
Jeez, Mom, you scared the crap out of me.
I saw something on TV tonight. Care to explain?
His mother turns on the magical television to show him footage of that night's fight.
Your brother was watching it. It turns out this is your fourth fight? But I couldn't have heard that correctly because there is no way that my son would hide something this big from me, is there?
Look, Mom, it's not what you think.
Well, what I think is that you've been avoiding me, sneaking out, and fighting in minor league robot fights for the past few weeks.
Okay, you got me there, but look, Mom, I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Diego, that's a phrase that people use to justify doing whatever they want.
Mom, I did it because we needed the money.
No, we don't. We've got enough money from the delivery that you made a few weeks ago. We have enough to get by for a while.
No, Mom, we don't.
What are you talking about? No more lies, Diego.
Look, that delivery? The client didn't exist. The drop-off location was a setup, I think, and when we got there, we got attacked by, I think it was an underground enforcer. I almost fought him off with Ryan, but he beat me and stole the delivery. When I woke up...
Woke up?
Yeah, I got knocked out. Anyway, when I woke up, I met Lucas, a talent scout. He offered me a chance to make the money back that we had lost in the minor league matches. It sounds nuts when I say it out loud. Look, it was the only way to make the money back that we lost.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
Because I knew that you would say no. All the fights you and Dad had over robot fighting, remember it almost tore your marriage apart. It was the only way I saw to not make you upset and to save the business.
Okay. Let me see if I understand. You were robbed by a killer who modified his robot illegally. Then you went with someone you had never met who benefited from your misfortune, put Ryan, our company's robot, in unnecessary danger, and didn't want to tell me because you thought it would upset me.
Yes, Mom. Yes, I did.
Sounds pretty bad when you say it out loud, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, first, Diego, do you see the consequences of your lie? All the baggage that came with it? If you had come to me, we could have figured something out together. It would have been so much easier. Second, do you want to know why your father and I had marital issues?
You've told me this before. It was his career.
No. His career wasn't the problem. It was the baggage that came with it. There were plenty of times, like recently, where your father couldn't or wouldn't tell me the truth about what he was doing.
What do you mean?
Robot fighting? I never minded it. I don't love it like he does, but what I couldn't stand was when he would lie to me. And you know what he would say? He would say things like, I didn't have a choice. It's not what you think. Remember what I said before? I care more about your well-being than I do about the shop. Lying to me like you did, it will always end badly. Don't do that to yourself.
So, what do I do now? I can't let Lucas down.
Now, you need to clean up this mess by finishing your fights. And let me guess, Barbara has been helping you this whole time, right?
Yeah, she has.
Good. That's good. Is there anything else you need to tell me?
No, I don't think so.
Good. Now, give me a hug. Get to bed.
Gracias, mamá. Te quiero.
So Diego's going to finish his last fight? Who's he fighting?
Jasper, I will not lie to you. The best part of the story has already passed. His new opponent is, how do you say, kind of an idiot.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fight Night. It's our last night of coverage, thank goodness, of this minor league fighting tonight. How are you feeling, Troy?
I'm feeling about the same as you, Pat.
Anything you can tell us about our two operators tonight, Diego Varga and Francisco Villegas?
They currently have the worst names in the business. Diego's got the changing bird theme, and Villegas is named Bubbles. You'll never make it big like this, guys.
We can all feel that it's the end of the circuit. What I meant was, what can you tell us about their robots? Any thoughts on who will win?
Well, obviously Diego's gonna win. He could beat Villegas if he was drunk, blind, deaf, and didn't have any arms. Villegas looks like a scared kid who doesn't belong in this match.
Well, there you go. Let's go see what's happening on the floor. Hey, Troy, are you doing all right?
I guess. Take my advice. Get your wife to sign a prenup, otherwise you'll be doing minor league matches for the rest of your life.
The match begins, but his opponent is very terrible. He drops his controller to the floor when it is time to be doing the fighting.
And in a move that surprises no one, Viegas has dropped his controller.
Come on, man. Diego knocks him over in a single hit.
Yeah, that wasn't very good, but that's minor league robot fighting for you. Any thoughts, Troy?
Thank you, Diego Varga, for putting us all out of our misery. Have a good night, folks.
Congratulations, Diego, on winning 5 matches in a row. Looking back, can I just say that I honestly never thought you'd be able to do it?
That fight against the Dragon Knight was one of the craziest things I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, well, after that fight, it's no wonder he clobbered the 5th guy so quick. What was his name again?
It was Bubbles, but at least it wasn't as stupid as any of the names you've given me.
So, Diego, what do you think is next for you?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think I'll go back to working at the shop. We're financially secure, and I'd wager my dad is going to be coming home any day now.
Your lack of ambition is frustrating enough to make me want to punch you in your face.
You're joking, right, Diego? I mean, you could move on doing something like this full time. You're incredibly good at it.
Yeah, I know. It's been great, but I need a break. I think working at the shop is exactly what I need to be happy.
Right in his face. Well, when you change your mind, you have my card. Call me. I can get you fights in Havana City now. You've got quite a future ahead of you. I wouldn't want to see you waste it.
Diego returns to his home. Once again, it is late at night. He walks never mind, the most quiet through his house, turning on no lights. He enters his room and lays on his bed, only to notice a light flashing on his desk from the fake hardlink bridge. He walks over and pushes the flashing button, and a video appears. An older man who looks just like Diego is walking underneath a bridge. A large car appears. Men jump out, grab the man, and throw him in, driving away.
They body snatched him?
They body snatched him.
Well, who was it?
Context clues, Jasper, context clues. He looks like Diego, but older.
So it was his cousin?
It was his father, Jasper. Ugh. The video ends with a message that says, "You have to help him. Go to Havana City."
Dad? Whoa, he's asleep. How did you do that?
I will not lie to you. There were many mistakes.
Well, come on, let's hear 'em. I've been sick and I need something to make me feel better.
Do you want to know why our father and I had problems in our marriage?
You said, why our
Did I say our father?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Just do the second part of it.
Incest. All right. You do know that these aren't going to cut off any parts of a bot, right? Their armor's too thick, and lasers can't cut metal. The metal bit. Okay. Don't bother him. He is in an important mental place right now.
Did you say that right? He's in an important... It's hard to say.
It is an... He's in an important... Okay. Don't bother him. He is an... I can't say it. He's an enemy.
Right, well, I think we got it right first.
Can you make it do more attacks? Here, one second. Can you make it do more attacks? Oh, well, this voice helped me get my master's degree, and this voice helps me pay off my student loans.
Sorry.
We'll edit that out.
Okay.